Welcome to the Next Level Facebook Ads Podcast with Phil Graham. We help you master Facebook ads and give you an unfair advantage over your competition. Are you ready? Let's go.
What's up, podcast family? Welcome to the Next Level Facebook Ads Podcast, episode 392. I'm Phil Graham, and today I want to share 4 hot Instagram Reels ad angles that you should be using. So first of all, why Instagram Reels? It is one of my favorite placements because so many people watch Reels and even binge on them. And when they're watching Reels, what do they want? They want to be entertained. They want to learn things, and they want to learn things or be entertained from people that they trust. So Reels ads are an amazing opportunity for you guys. I did an episode on specific Reels tips for ads back on August 20th. That was episode 380. If you want to check it out, philgrahamdigital.com/podcast, and you can listen to that. But this episode today is going to be about 4 specific ad angles that are pretty specific to Reels that you guys should definitely be using. So I'm really excited to share that with you guys. I hope you're doing really well. Before we jump into the content, if you're looking for some help with your ads, whether you're struggling and frustrated or you just want to take things to the next level, maybe you want somebody to run your ads for you so you can do what you do best, or maybe you want to learn one-on-one to improve your ad skills. For either one of those things, you can just go to my website, philgrahamdigital.com, or you can DM me on Instagram at philgrahamdigital, and I would love to connect with you. Before I share the 4 specific Reels ad angles that I think are really hot, I want to share one rule that I recommend you guys follow with your Reels ads, and that is to keep your ads entertaining. If they're boring, it's probably not going to work. Now, the good news is entertainment can take many different forms. It doesn't mean you have to act crazy or dance or any of that stuff if you don't want to. Just being passionate about what you're talking about and also using some editing tricks and stuff like that for fast transitions and music, that can be entertaining. So make sure that when you're creating these Reels ads, they are not boring. With that being said, let's jump into the 4 hot Reels ad angles that I highly recommend. Number 1 is a behind the scenes sneak peek. People really love this. They want to sneak peek behind the curtain. And what you can do is you can create an ad that shows this. Show something fun behind the scenes. Maybe it's a look at your product being made. If you have a physical location, it's really easy to do, whether it's your product being made or a day in the life of an employee or yourself. Lots of ways to do that. You could also do this if you're virtual, even if you have digital products or services. You can find a way to show some kind of a sneak peek behind the scenes of you creating something or brainstorming it or doing something that people would find interesting as it relates to your product or service. That behind the scenes sneak peek can help people feel more comfortable with you and get excited about your brand and your product or service. And it adds a nice personal touch to things and really helps build a connection with your audience. Ad angle number 2 for Instagram Reels ads is memes. So everybody's seen memes all over the internet, and you know what? They work. So why not leverage this in your Reels ads? It can be an image, it can be a video. Obviously, for Reels, it's going to be within a video, and you could have a video that's just a meme, or you could have a meme within a video of other things that you're doing. I would recommend a short Reels ad that is just a meme video and test that out. Here's one that I really like. How it started, how it's going. I've seen that all over the internet for years. People love doing those. They love seeing those and engaging with that kind of stuff. So how can you use that? How it started, how it's going. You can talk about what a before and after transformation looks like when somebody either works with you or uses your product or uses your service. And you can do that whether it's you talking, you on video, you could have a client on video or a customer, It could be done with images, with you talking in the background. There's so many different ways to go about doing this. But think about how it started, how it's going. Sad face, happy face. But as it relates to your product or service, get creative with it, have fun with it. And that could be a really good ad angle for your next Reels ad. Another cool thing that you could do with this is you could actually do like a little mini case study Reels ad, and you could use this meme as an angle that leads into the case study. So there's all kinds of cool ways to use this one. The third Reels ad angle that I recommend you guys use is customer or client testimonials in action. So what I want you guys to try doing is to see if you can feature real customers or real clients as they're actually either using your product or talking about your service or potentially using it, depending on what the service is, and sharing their experiences. Like if you can capture their thoughts, their reactions, and even some little scenes of them using your product or service in their life, it can build trust. It can be relatable. Doing customer testimonials in action as a reel, whether it's one customer or client or a series of them, and maybe you're just showing a little bit of each one, you can get really creative with this. So the key is don't just take what I'm saying and think there's only one way to do it. There's hundreds of ways to use these ideas that will mold to you and fit to you. So get creative and have fun with it, but try customer or client testimonials in action as a Reels ad. And number 4, I want you guys to do a Reels ad that is either a quick tip or tips or some hacks that can help your clients, your customers, your audience. Maybe you're going to create a quick little mini tutorial that will offer, one of my favorite words, value. But again, it'll be interesting and entertaining as well. The key to these is you should have valuable, interesting information to share, and you should share it in an entertaining way. And you want to keep it visually engaging. And it could be you on camera, or if you don't want to get on camera, it could be somebody else, or you could be showing B-roll or images, and then you're just talking in the background. There's lots of ways to do it, but you want to keep it visually engaging and have lots of fast cutscenes, some good music, and then, of course, at the end, a nice little call to action. But sharing these quick tips, hacks, or little mini tutorials about your product or service is super powerful. And if you sell some kind of a product, let's say an e-commerce product, where it's a little bit tougher to offer a tutorial, the tutorial doesn't even have to be about your specific product or service. It has to just be similar or in relation to it that your audience would love. And then they would naturally want to check out what you're selling because you delivered value. And obviously, if you can do a tutorial or tip or whatever the case may be about your product or service specifically, that's even better. So my friends, I would highly recommend testing and using these Reels ad angles. They're super powerful. I love them. And I think there's so much opportunity. So don't let that slip by. Thank you guys so much for being here. If you want to get in touch, philgrahamdigital.com is the website, or you can DM me on Instagram at philgrahamdigital. Episode 392 is in the books. I will talk to you guys on next week's episode. Peace out.
Thanks for listening to the Next Level Facebook Ads Podcast. Please remember to subscribe and share this with all your friends. For show notes, more tips, and to learn more about Phil, please visit philgrahamdigital.com/podcast.